just a quick recap, right? What we are trying to do, we need to fix our problems, right? And there are three things that we need to fix our problem. One, how good we are connecting with our clients. Two, how much we are winning our clients. And three, keeping our clients. Now, we are experimenting 1,000 different ways to connect with our client, and we are having enormous success in some and enormous failures in others, right? And I think we are reaching a great point as far as connecting with our clients are concerned. But winning our client, we win some, we lose some, but this is also not rocket science. I think we can win our client if we can perfect the pitch and what the client wants, etc., research. We are actually moving very, very well. But the one thing that really, really bothers me is keeping our client. We are not able to keep our client. Once we have worked so hard, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and then we win this client, we are not able to keep them because there's a lot of problems. And we are trying to figure out, how do we keep our client, right? And some of you have said, really clearly, the best way to do this is by delivering results. Right. And then, we are talking about how to deliver the results. So delivering results is not just about delivering results. Anybody can think of anything else?
Yes, Anish.
Yeah.
Keeping the clients. For us, I think we'll have to really be finding other sources or other channels that we can use in order to have the good results for the client. Because today we rely on LinkedIn, particularly for the clients that are in revenue generating. We rely on LinkedIn, and LinkedIn for ourselves as a step up has worked, but it has not worked as we expected, because today we have about 1 million clients that we've reached to as a step up. But when we compare with the result that we get out of the 1 million, we've not really made it. I don't know how many percentage have we really gotten out of 1 million that we've reached for the last 3 years. So mine would be, and we've over tried the email campaign. I don't know what is the result of it. So we need to be finding out, or not only finding out, but trying to look at other ways or the other channels that we can use in delivering these results. If we rely only on LinkedIn, which has not worked perfectly for ourselves, I don't know it will also, because there was like a question yesterday, a client asked it in the group, I think you saw geared, how many percentage will I expect for the connection, the same as engagement? It is very tough to answer these questions, because we don't have a certain way that we've measured with this. If we go this way, this is the percentage of connection that we'll get, and this is the percentage of engagement that we'll get. So we'll find that we are not. I don't know what is the term. So I think you got my point.
Yeah. No, Kisha, that's exactly, maybe you joined slightly late. That's exactly what I told. I told the people that, we know so many ways in which, we have to change our own strategy to make it work, right? But we keep doing the same old thing that never worked for us, for our clients. So we have to change. The idea is not, think LinkedIn, email, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. These are just, like a road, these are pathways. These are channels. They never determine the success. The success is determined based on what you do with it and whether that is the right thing to work on, right? So we are changing. That's what we are telling here, change everything, change the message, change your audience, change your channel, change the way you communicate, right? So change your value proposition, right? If it is bad, so we have to be able to do that. And the only way we can do that is by doing experiments and changing. So everything that we do for a client is experiment. The first month we do an experiment. see whether it is working or not. Learn from that experiment. You asked a brilliant question. I think, we actually should be knowing answers for all of these things, right? Can I ask you this simple question? And let me see, whether I'm right. What is the, this is from a client perspective, right? How many people, let's say if a client connects to 100 people using his login, using his LinkedIn, what is the, number? How many of them should connect back with this client, right? As a percentage, let's say 100 people, if a client does 100 connections or, sends out 100 connections, how many of them should connect back? Below that number, we are doing bad. Above that number, we are doing good. Does anybody here know what number that should be for a client? Because Kesha was saying, we don't know that.
We know, and if there's no any change that has been done so far, it is 30% connection, then 3% engagement.
Yeah, absolutely right. So for every 100 people that you are connecting, at least 30 people must connect back. This percentage connection is there in every one of your dashboard for your client, and it must always be more than 30. If it is less than 30, there is something wrong which is happening. So this is only for connection. And then comes engagement. For every 100 people that are connecting, at least 3 of them must engage in conversation. Right? And that's the maximum we can do, for our client, because at the end of the day, remember this, we are just the people who take the problem to the, clients, right? The client has to have a product which is good in order for that to sell. We can't make the product good, but we have to do everything to make it, realistic. How many of you truly believe that the product that we sell is just extraordinary? Do you actually believe that? Because sometimes, I hear client and their products, etc. I am not 100% sure whether their product is going to sell or not. We can only try. But let me ask you a very plain, simple question. The products and services that we have in StepUp.one, do everybody here believe that they are of extreme value to our clients? I'm just, just openly, what do you truly believe? I see a thumbs up.
Hello, Annette.
Yes, Nagamari.
Yeah, for me, I believe it is extraordinarily well because number one, it doesn't bother anyone. And this is something that is very, very good. And another thing, it's all about what the product is selling. But as long as we are able to reach to everyone we want to reach to, this is the best way.
Yeah. No, I fully agree. I think, my only point to the points that Kesha made is, we must, keep changing. We must keep changing our strategies for connecting with our client, winning our client. See, the only thing that we need to be worried about, from our client perspective is only the number one point, right? Connecting with our client, right? Connecting is the only thing, and winning for our client is also important. But what I'm saying is, these learnings that we have from StepUp.one can be applied to every single client that we are going to work with. I think that's the simple point that I'm trying to make. So let's go back to delivering results, right? So we were on delivering results. So we have found out what results our client want. We have set the expectations about the time frame. So typically, I think Jackson, you asked, we should stick to 3 months, as a minimum for producing any results. Okay. I think Deng also said a quarter. Set expectations. Make sure that the result is being measured in your dashboard. Okay. So I think this is where, research the client and know everything about their results. Yeah, that is true. But then what can we do? Design So design every month as an experiment. So are you with me on this one? How do you design every month as an experiment with clear results? Can anybody tell me what is this? What does it mean? Client has signed up. Client has signed up. In fact, today one client just signed up. We need to understand what his results are. Yes. And we have to go and make sure that in the dashboard it is there. Yeah, we have done that. What is this designing every month as an experiment? What does that mean? Anybody? Anybody? What is design every month? What do we do in a month? Let's say, somebody just connected with us. So this is our month, right? We all know our dashboard, right? So this is our dashboard, and this is our month, and this is our thing, right? So what does it mean when we say design every month as an experiment? Anybody? Yes, Jackson.
Yeah, I think, Mr. Anis, that is the breaking up of all activities that has been done within a month. Let it be connection, let it be engagements, let it be meetings made.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That is correct. So if you see, I'm just changing the dashboard slightly. Okay. What I'm doing here is very, very simple. Month one, focus on this market, focus on this geography, Austria, focus on this role, focus on these 3,500 people, and focus on these 500 only connected people. So this is the whole thing is month one. So this whole thing is month one, right? And then you contacted, so 500 people you contacted, only 100 are connected back, which means it's bad. That month is bad. If only 100 people connected, right? It's bad. Are you with me that it is bad? If 100 people connected with you, then it is really bad, isn't it? So what do you do? What do? You change the something, So 100 people connected back, 10 of them engaged, which is really good, right? But connection is bad. It's 20%, it's not 30, right? Converted is 2, etc., etc. Now, what do you do in month 2? You then have a discussion. Look, we tried connecting with a sample of 500 people. Our connection percentage is bad. This is in month 2. We're going to try out another sector, another thing. Okay, can we do it with a different message, right? And say 150 people connected for this month. Or let's say 120 people connected. Then we have moved from 20 to 24. Then you change something else in month 3, 150 connected. Then you say, wow, okay, that's good because, we have a better connection rate. Let's say this is, let's start from, a small number, 2, 5, and 7, let's say. Okay. It's, things are improving, right? Things are moving from 20 to 24 to 30. In the same way, the engagement is also increasing, from 0 to 1 to 2, something like that. Right? So this is what I mean by, every line here is an experiment. Are you with me? Can the experiment be done weekly? Why not? Just do 100. So you want to do weekly? No problems. Just go to this and change it to 100. Everything is 100. If you do everything 100 in 1 month, you can do 4 markets and get your result. Right? So this whole idea, okay, of this thing, design every month as an experiment learn from that experiment and design your next month experiment. Is that making sense to all of you guys, or is it really hard? Hey, Zakaria, you can talk.
Yeah. Hello, Mr. Anis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you trying to say that if you're having a less connection and engagement, means that the problem is the message? So we have to change the message.
Yes, it is the most important thing. If something is not working, that can be the most important thing, your message. The second most important thing could be your target audience. The third most important thing could be the channel. Don't go through LinkedIn, go through Twitter, go through email. But the first and the most important thing is your message. People do not connect because, of what you say.
Correct.
It's Zakaria, to be more, precise, message is not, to be a little bit more practical. There is enormous research going on, okay, on how to send a connection message. Enormous research, right? Thousands of people are researching how to send a connection message and writing papers and papers of that. One thing they found is, if you don't send anything, right, like nothing, no message, zero, like empty, you actually get good result. You will easily get 20% connection if you don't send any message. Nothing, just blank, empty. But what they're finding is, if you write a long 280 character message, you are also not getting very good result. But if you write a one-liner, like simple one-liner, like we move in similar circles, would like to connect, you're getting like 40-50% result. So they're researching and finding and everything, but point is, connecting is the easiest thing to do for everybody. It is the easiest thing. Even if you don't put a message, people connect back. So at least 20 of them will connect back. The reason why we need to write a message is, how to make it from 20% to 30%. That's why we try so hard to write a message. And the shorter the message, the better the results. For some reason, this has also been found. Shorter is the better. Anyway, let's come to that. But do you guys understand this? Because this is very important. Design every month. Learn from that experiment and design your next month. Is that something that you can understand? Because in 3 months, because you only have 3 months to produce a result. So in 3 months, you can design only 3 experiments. This is so important, guys. I mean, that's why I'm really, trying to, do quality over quantity, right? You don't need to do some thousands of people. You just need to research and do very little, but get results. Is this, this is super important. And, we've never discussed this, but we will talk about this, how to design every month as an experiment, right? It's simple. Like, it's either the target audience, the message, and, it could be even, the way your client's LinkedIn is looking right now. If it looks bad, less people will connect. His photo is looking old and high definition, no high definition, less people will connect. Very, very simple. These are really simple stuff, right? But this experiment and design should not stop with just connecting. It should stop. We need to measure engagement. We need to start measuring, conversions. So engagement and conversion is also another experiment. Right now we are still in connecting, right? Because in the first couple of months, that's all matters. Your connecting matters, your engagement matters, and slowly, the conversion will also start to matter. what else can we do to deliver results? Okay, we have done that. We have designed experiments. We are learning from that experiment. And now we are really good. We are getting, 30% connection, right? 3%, engagement. And, 1%, meetings, right? What does that mean? For every 100 people we connect, 30 are connecting back, 3 are engaging, and 1 person is setting up a meeting. This is a brilliant thing. This won't happen in the first month. Okay, I hope you are able to get it right. So let me just make it really simple. The first month only 20% are connecting, 1% are engaging, and 0% meetings. First month, first experiment. Second month, 25% are connecting, 2% are engaging, still 0% meetings. This is very similar to what you guys are anyway doing in Step Up. This is your life and your result, right? So can you see what is happening? 1%, which means 1%, you got 1 meeting in the 3rd month. And trust me, this is enough, because you have learned, and you have really moved on, and this is going in the right direction, right? So that's what it means by learn from that experiment and design the things, right? That's what it really means, right? You learn from the experiment and then keep moving the thing to the 2nd and the 3rd and the 4th, right? So once you have done that, you start reporting both numbers and the challenges and the workaround, etc. I think I will stop here, because there is a lot more to this delivering results, but we will keep discussing there's a lot more. It's not just just this basics, right? Which means the team leader has to be extremely involved in some of these things, right? This cannot be done by a team member. The team leader has to be extremely involved, reporting and this thing, because the first 3 months will determine whether this guy is staying or not for the next 1 year and next many years. So we need to give extraordinary attention during the first 3 months, right? And then all these engaging professionally, etc. So the point I wanted to actually bring it to you is, one, I mean, it's not a thing, but I think yeah, one of the things that I want to really revisit our the compensation metrics a little bit, because I just feel that a lot of we basically put the lion's share of the client money in the hands of our team member. And I did that for a reason. I said, look, the team member should get the lion's share of the thing, because they need the money most, number one. Number two, they are going to work hard. Working hard means paying them. But I realize it's actually I think I realized that it's a mistake, because by giving the lion's share in the hands of a team member, what I'm really the team leaders are not engaging as much as I would like them to engage. I mean, I'm not blaming the team leaders. They are doing whatever they can, but I really think that's a mistake. We need to balance balance the distribution of money between the team leaders and the team members, so that there is equal and big commitment from the team leaders to give results to the client, to continuously work for the client, and also to be involved in the client. This is what I think. And again, like in Step Up, we believe in radical transparency. We want to tell everything openly, because it's like this, right? You can still keep your lion's share, which is right now it's 20,000 shillings a month, but lose the client after like 2 months, right? So we can still keep our old method, 20,000 shillings to the team member and 4,000 shillings to the team leader. We can just keep going on with this. But my gut says you will keep losing your client very soon or very often. Instead, what I'm thinking is, we should try and balance this out a little bit so that our team leaders get, a lot more or a bit more extra money, because I think, it's important for them to be rewarded for the work that they are putting in. This is my proposal. I just want to hear about yours before we, even go further, because I really think I would like the team leaders to play a very, very important role in, spending a lot of time researching, designing, and experimenting, and course correcting, and reporting, and communicating, and I think, if the team leader is supposed to do all of these things, it's really unfair if they have to be paid only 4,000 shillings, right? You understand the problem, right? I hope there is enough team leaders here and enough team members here. I'm always open and I'm always, direct. I don't, mix words. And I want to hear feedback from all of you, especially the team members who will lose their money, right? Because the team leaders are going to say, great, good job, Anish, great thinking. But by the way, I want to tell you, no team leader has ever complained to me that they are getting less money. Nobody has ever told me, Anish, increase our money because we are getting less. Nobody has ever told me that, right? It's my observation, my thinking, and I want to just put it in front of all of you to ask your feedback. What do you all think, right? And remember one thing, right? Remember one thing, all team leaders are also team members. So it's not like, every one of you will make, every team leader will also make money through being a team member. I'll just open this up for all your, and be very honest and brutal in your feedback. Yeah, don't be nice because your team leader is here in this call. Don't be nice, just tell me exactly what you think. I really want to, rebalance this. I hope, last point I'll make, 4,000 and 20,000. 20,000 is 5 times more money than 4,000. You get it, right? If you go to any normal company anywhere in the world, if you go to a normal company, your team manager will make 5 times more money than you. In any normal company, the team member will be paid 4,000 and the team manager will be paid 20,000. This is what normal companies do. You might ask me, why did I then, not do that? Why did I pay the team member 20,000 and the team leader 4,000? Why did I reverse this? Because I should know, right? What normal company, why did I not design our, pay structure like a normal company? Any normal company that you go and look at, a team member will be paid 4,000 and the team leader will be paid 20,000. This is how the whole world is working. But I just flipped it. I said the team member will get 20,000, the team leader will get 4,000. Right? But I realized I might have, done an extreme flip. But anyway, I've spoken enough, but I want to hear from all of you. Please talk openly. Nobody will ever, think anything about, whatever you have to say. And even if you're a team leader and if you want to support your team member receiving the same 20,000, please feel free to do that, because I really want this to grow very big, right? I don't want your team member to be like, winning a job and then losing it every 3 months. I want the team member to have their jobs for life because their team leaders are working their, heart out and they're getting paid appropriately for their work. Yes, I'll open the doors for discussion, please. It's a very sensitive topic, I know, but you have to talk.
Hello, Mr. Anis.
Yes, Zakaria.
Everybody gets quiet. I don't know why. Yeah, but let me say that I said it's not a bad idea that you have come with, but the problem here is not about the money, what the team leader they are getting, but the problem is how they work. So because even if you had that the money for them, so the problem it will just still the same.
Sure.
It will just still the same. Yeah, because they can't say that they don't work because they are getting less money. No. First, they have to prove if they can work properly, so that maybe we shall see if we can add money for them because they are hardworking. But for just now, you say, no, let me add money because maybe they are getting less money and they don't work. We don't see their work. We see their work. They are doing the best work. We don't say that they are not doing the best work. No, they are doing the best work. But it's not if we add money for them, they will make more effort working. No. And even on our side here, the money that we are getting, we can't say that it is so much money. No, even as on our side, you can say no, we need to be money to be increased. But this is the rule of step up. We are just going with the same way. Just why we just keeping quiet and just still working. But as you said, that to reduce again money again, you go to add to the team leader. I think for sure it is not a good idea. For sure, on my side, this is my suggestion. Let's just the money keep the way it is, and then let us just work hard together. Team member and the team leader. Let us just work together. Then we shall see how the result will come in the future.
Yeah, thanks for that. Great point. The problem will not go away by just giving more money to the team leaders. Yeah, I don't agree with your point, and I'll tell you why. Because it's a chicken and egg problem, right? I'm not saying give more money for the same work that they have been doing. What I want the team leaders to do, 10 more things. When I designed the 20,000 plus 4,000 idea, I wanted the team leader to do just one thing. I wanted the team leader to, do some initial setups, basic setups, and then report every week and every month. That's all I wanted them. I didn't wanted them to do anything more thing. That's why I thought, why pay them, so much money, right? The team members are doing the lion's share of the work, so pay them 20,000 and pay only 4,000 to, the team leaders, because I only want them to do two things. It's a robotic work, right? Generate the report, send them the report, right? And talk to the client whenever they have a question. This is the only two things that I wanted the team leaders to, do. But now, Zakaria, I want the team leaders to do 10 things, not one thing. Right? And why do I want them to do 10 things? In the world of robotic work, we never needed anything else from the team leader. But now we need the team leader to do a lot more work, a lot more thinking, a lot more engagement. And that is what, I have listed. What is that guy supposed to do? What is the team leader supposed to do? Right? What I'm trying to, tell you, Zakaria, remember one thing, you will be a team leader as well very soon, and you will realize the pain of being a team leader, right? And you will realize also, and again, I'm telling you, no team leader has ever come to me and said, Anis, this money is very less, please pay me more. But I know I am, if at all I'm one thing, I am absolutely fair and very clear, how much work is there, that much money should go. It's really simple, right? So it's a great point. There is merit in what you're saying, but it can't be, oh, let's wait for them to work hard, then we will pay them money. No, that won't work. We have to give them, this is your new job description. This is your new responsibilities. You are expected to do all of these things. And if they don't do that, for example, I did not pay many team leaders last month and even before that because they didn't work at all. So I paid the team members their share because the team members were doing the job of the team leader, right? So I am not going to, put up with people who don't do the work, right? But it's not fair. We ask them to do more, and then they don't deliver the we don't this thing. So this is my response to what Zakaria is saying. I know Zakaria made a point, and then there's a lot of, oh my god, there's a lot of comments. Let me just quickly read these comments. Obadi says yes, Zakaria. Faisal says yes, Zakaria. Deng says, would this change also affect the responsibility of both the team lead? Yeah, that's exactly the thing. The change is coming because I am going to, make, a lot of responsibilities for the team leader, and not just, a simple robotic reporting. See, basically, we need to move from robotic to intelligent working, right? In the world of robotic working, 20 and 4 was good. But in the world of intelligent working, we need to revise this whole thing. Okay. Abadi says, you're right, Zakaria. Bahana says there is a huge imbalance in payment, which also affect deliverability. We need a balanced pay mechanism to hold both team leader and team members accountable. Yeah, that's correct. But we have to be, careful because a team leader can have many team leaders. Sorry, a team leader can have many team members easily, right? So we have to be really careful. If the change system is not good because the team members, even the team member a leader, it's not good. I'm not sure I understand the point, Faisal. I like the idea, but disaster for team members, I prefer. Yes, Jackson, in the short term, yes, you might think it is a disaster, but it won't be a big disaster. Don't worry. I would never, make it bad. But then the problem with that old mechanism is it's not working. That's why, I propose a change. Balanced pay and mechanism to hold both accountable. There is no point of keeping the same system if the house is burning, losing more clients because leaders are not giving in fully. Yeah, that is correct, Bahana. I think that is not the case for all team leaders. Don't generalize things like that, Nis. Why can't you remove the team leaders who are not taking their responsibilities and place others in their position? I wish, Ali, I can do that. I really wish I can do that. But that is not the right thing to do, right? It's not about replacing, it's not about, replacing the team leaders. I think as a transparent company, as a fair company, we have to reward the people correctly. We rewarded the people correctly for the work that we told to do the team leaders before. But now we are, we want to change that. Because we are telling this old approach is not working, and we must try and come up with a new approach that is, it's basically the same advice, we are going to give our clients. If something is not working, you must try and, change and see whether, that one is working, right? See, look, I know every one of you who say whatever you're saying today. Remember, you will also become a team leader very, very soon, and you will realize the weight of that work, the new weight. The old weight was okay, right? The old mechanism and the old pay was absolutely fine. The new weight that I'm assigning to team leaders is extremely heavy. And it is only fair we, balance it out properly. Anyways, I think, my proposal is not, I know, Jeffrey, some team leaders are not really helping team members. Yeah, so we will be ruthless. So the thing is, if team leaders are not performing, we replace them ruthlessly. We should ensure there is a sense of equality among the team. Definitely, Jackson. Yeah, definitely. There is a Jackson, they should ensure. But yeah, we should ensure there is a sense of equality among the team. Yes, definitely. The success of the campaign depends on the hard work of the team, and time is money. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Time is indeed money. And, I want to make sure that, there is a balance. I mean, it's not a massive balance, but there is a balance between the team members and this thing. That is one aspect. The other aspect is also, yes, Tite. Yes, Tite. Tite, if you're talking, we're not able to listen. Are you saying something? I don't think his mic is probably working. Okay, cool. So, so this is what I had in mind. Let me just show you my proposal. I think, let me quickly, share with you. And then, you guys can, we can think about it. So what I was, and I'm sure, there is also one more aspect, which is basically the idea of the group leader. We are changing the role of a group leader to one that will do quality checks, analysis and corrections, as we go, because sometimes, this is the external policing that Obadi was talking about. We need some kind of an external. So a group leader typically, let's say, if Bahana and Jason are working together, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to remove the Bahana-Jason relationship. It's going to be a new person who's going to be doing this quality check and analysis, so that there is a level of, fairness, and there is a level of, check and balance, right? Because if, I don't want, Jason to feel indebted to Bahana forever and never complain about Bahana, or other way around, right? I would like a new role, which is not a group leader, but more like a quality manager, right? For every thing that we are, trying to do, right? So what I'm thinking is, this is the proposal I have for, if somebody signs up for one service, be it thought leadership or revenue generation or whatever, we're thinking about, paying the quality control person 2,000 shillings, the team leader 6,000, and the team member, 16,000. And here, why I have separated this, because there are instances when, we need one person for posting and one person for connecting, which is why I've separated it to two. But it's basically, 16,000 instead of 20,000 for posting and connecting. And then the remaining 6,000 for StepUp.one for our, running the platform and operating the platform, etc., etc. So this is the, way we have split our thing. And what I'm thinking is, I'm going to, once we agree and this thing, I'm thinking I'll even make this public and post it in our website and everywhere else, so that, we are seen as somebody who's transparent, fair, and, direct. And then it keeps growing, in the other direction. So what is the, thing for group leader, team leader, team member, for generate revenue? And then if they sign two, the thing doubles for the group leader. It's 4,000. The team leader gets 12,000 when there is a service that is a bigger service. But in this case, the team leader is expected to run the entire email campaign, and the team member gets the 16,000 for thing, etc., etc. I'll share this with all of you, so don't worry about missing anything. If it is generate revenue and thought leadership, then what is the thing? It is same for the team leader. Why it is reduced to 6,000 for a team leader from 12,000 is because the team leader is only going to lead, engage, and report. Is not going to do the email campaign. And that's why it is reduced substantially for the team leader, and 16,000 for the team member who's doing the generate revenue, and 16,000 for the team member who's doing the connecting and engaging. So this is the broad thing that I have thought about. I would like to quickly take more feedback from all of you. Yeah.
Yes, Anis.
Yeah, Mesa, go ahead.
Hello, Hannes. Can you
Yes.
hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yeah, thank you for this wonderful time. And I think about the topic that we are discussing on is how are we going to share the money that we are getting through our jobs?
Yeah.
For starting point, I know that we have started badly in appointing people. I think these are my second time talking about appointing people on certain positions. We have leaders, some of them are busy. Even if we can say they can get 20,000, they are busy. And as we said, we lost some of jobs while we have leaders with us.
Yes.
If you are saying that you are adding some tasks to them, I think that we have to question ourselves if we have that heart of working to help people.
Mesa, looks like
Maybe network.
network.
Hello, Anis.
Yeah, no, wait. I want to answer Mesa quickly. Mesa, are you there? Can you talk 1 minute? Okay. Mesa, are you there? No. So the point Mesa was making is, the team,
Yes, Anis?
Yeah. We lost you, Mesa. Can you try and make your point again?
Yeah, I was talking about the bad thing of appointing people without his or her willing to the position. As you said that we got some jobs and we lost many of them, and we have leaders with us. What is there is that the leader should know what they are supposed to do. And it's not about money. If you said we closed that 500 bundles, that was about to get bundles, then you say people was like focusing on getting bundles while to get jobs. The same topics with this issue of leaders and team members. We can't be focused on getting money while we are losing jobs and we have leaders. This is the issue of our hearts. People are here to help graduates to engage with clients or not, because we have a data, as you mentioned. We lose many jobs, we have leaders, and now we are talking about adding money to leaders. We have to question them. Are they there to help us as graduates?
No,
or they are not?
No. Mesa, let me be very clear. Nobody is here to help you. Everybody is here to make money. I think this is very, very simple. I think you completely got it wrong. Nobody is trying to help anybody. That is the fundamental principle of StepUp.1. No free lunch.
Hello, Anis.
No. Wait. M.S. made a very important point. I think it's important to address that point because the point he made is very important. He just made one, wrong statement. That's all. One wrong statement does not make his point, go bad. So his point is, why are the leaders not able to deliver the results today? Was money very important for them? Why many leaders, not only MS, I think many people have said, many leaders are not able to give time. Many leaders are not able to, do many things, right? But learn. My only thing is, MSA, you are already learned enough to be to become a team leader, and same with you also, Obadi. You're more than a leader already. What I'm saying is, all the good things you have learned from your existing leader and all the bad things you have learned from your existing leader, try and make it better when you become a leader, which I think most of you are leaders, right? So what I'm saying, Mesa, that is true. Whatever you said is true, but you also need to understand we are increasing the duties of your leader in this new way of working. It is only fair that we also increase their compensation. That's all I'm saying, nothing else. And why are we doing it? We are doing it because we want to win and retain our clients for life. We do not want to keep winning and keep losing every 3 months, every 2 months, sometimes every month, right? And I want to also make very, very clear, nobody is in StepUp.one for charity or for help. No, I mean, yes, we are colleagues and we are trying to help each other, definitely. But make no mistake, everybody must be paid their fair share of money for the work that they are doing, period. Yes, sorry, Obadi. I know I stopped you a few times, Go on, Obadi.
Yeah, thanks, Anish. But I'm saying this as I think it will not get everything because you are making the decision and you don't want to hear about the process, that the problem that you are passing through. I will pointing some people about Shen's work. I hope we are there in group. Even there is the first leads that we generate. I reached to my leader more than one month. Can you generate another new list and then say I will do this tomorrow? So even I see if I can just waiting for him, I go to YouTube to search some how to generate leads, and then I come back. Even now I'm generating leads myself. There is some message that a client have been asking in the group. No, even team leader or group leader, they have not seen the message. I come to ask them, have you seen the message in group? I say, wait, what message? So it means they are there like bosses. They are not like they are not there to help as other team members. So that money, it will affect our job because they will not just put the effort.
Sure. No,
They
Obadi.
are there like bosses and
Yeah, Obadi, I know exactly the problem, but these are two different problems. If a team leader is not delivering the work, we remove them without any warning, because the proof of delivery is there in front of us on the WhatsApp groups. No question asked, we remove them, which is what I did a month ago or even 2 months ago. I removed all group leaders and team leaders who were not working, and I paid that money to the team member who was actually doing their job. One point is, that's not a good idea. That's not a good idea. We must keep getting the right team leaders with the right attitude and with the right ability to make things. We can't say that you can't blame. That's a beautiful thing that Kisha has said, right? We are not do not go with your experience. Your experience may be bad, but I'm telling you, I have seen team leaders who have given their lives, for their team members for nothing, without earning any money. They have spent enormous amount of their time, months together, right?
Hello, Mr. Anis.
Yeah.
Can I just ask a simple question? I have a question I want to ask.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
Yeah, my question is it able if you just given somebody a burden of 5 kg and
Mhm.
that person is not able to take it, and then you are just adding it 10 kg, that person will be able to take that burden?
No. So we remove that person who's not able to take that thing and put the person who's able to take more burden. That's a good question.
And
Yeah.
I hope that you said that here, no one is there for somebody.
Yes.
And everyone here is doing the job and is having that idea that at the end of the month, you'll get something, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and the job that the team leader they are doing currently, or the job that you want to add to them, we as team members, we are able to do. That's why, because even me, I will not still in step up and just being team member. No, I want to be promoted, I want to be team leader. So I can just practice on my client. Either I lose it or not, because it's my job. And we are spending more time to our client than the team the team leader. So the job that you are doing to them, let us, we as team member, we can do it. We can follow up, we can engage, we can do everything. So we can make practice. As long as if we are team leaders, we can in that position to deliver result to our client. So we can do that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So look, it's very simple for me. If
Sorry.
Yeah, just give me a minute.
Hello.
Please. Yes, just can you wait for a minute, because I want to answer this and then a lot of good questions coming in the chat as well. I want to quickly answer everything, right? Because it's really important that we are very, very transparent, fair, direct. Okay, so the question that Zakaria is saying is, look, I am absolutely happy. What you're asking, Zakaria, I'm already doing it. There are team members today who get the share of their team leaders because they are doing the job. I'm already doing it. The team leaders have left them and they are not doing the job. The team members have, rise to the occasion. They are doing it. And I have already paid them the thing, right? So it's very, very simple. Okay. All I'm saying is we are, all I'm saying is that there is a change in the way we want to do things so that all of you can keep your jobs for a much longer time. That's all I'm saying, right? And then, no, just give me 1 second, Tite. There's also Jackie who asked. I think, Jackie has asked a fantastic question. I want to answer her. Everything that we're talking is in KSH, okay? In shillings, Kenyan shillings, right? I know many of you have asked, oh, $300 is 36,000 shillings, etc., etc. I understand, but there is, I have already told this 1,000 times, but I will repeat it again. And maybe what I'll do, I will put this in the website so that all of you can, read it when because there is only 30 of you here, 35 of you are here. And then there will be another 5 people will come later, another 10 people will come later, and then they will ask the same question, right? I think we should basically put all these discussion very, very clearly in our, Notion side, so that all these things are really, really clear, right? I have explained, yes, $300 translate to 36,000 shillings. Yes, it keeps going up and going down, no doubt about it. But there is a lot of money we are spending for receiving, when we receive itself, let's say, when $300 is sent to, the bank account of StepUp.One, already 2,000 shillings is gone before we even receive it. Right? And then,
can I ask you a question?
no, you have to just wait till I finish the answer and then you can ask. So there is, a huge amount of expenses that, we have to do to run the platform, to operate the platform, right? And that is where the money is going in order to, so we have to sustain as a company and we want to grow as a company. And that's why I'm trying to, what I will do, I will, make sure that, the split of all these things are there in our Notion, which is why I just put it over here. It's easier for us to, just look at it and, talk like this. So, there is a lot of expenses, guys. So remember that. What I'm trying to do is to, keep it fair, transparent, direct, and make sure that all of you have a say in why we are doing it. Because at the end of the day, you have to understand why. Yes, but before you, Tite, I think Jackus wanted to ask a question. Can Jackus go first and then Tite, you can go next? Jackus? Jackus Mahuta. Okay, Tite, you go ahead. I think, he's, okay, yeah, he's come. Yeah, go ahead, Jax. Jax, I think, something is wrong with your audio. Not able to hear anything. I don't know whether other people are able to hear it. Can you come again, Jackus, just slowly? Oh, no. No, Jackus, nothing. We can't even hear anything. Can you just type?
Hello?
Yes, now we can hear you. Jackus?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I was said about national money for team leaders. And there is something I learned since I joined the Step Up. On leadership, it is like all leaders are fishermen, are selfish, because they need only for them to be added. But for team members, they cannot think on them. And in your information, you have to know team leaders are not help the team members. Many of us, we are working on our own way. We make effort to hunt and working even to respond many questions from the clients. We are making on our own way. And then you are saying you are going to add for team leaders. For what? We have to understand also to listen to members also. It's not only for team leaders. I think everything you are saying is for the benefit of team leaders. I know they're working, but not all.
Thank you, Jackus. I'm very, very painfully aware of everything you said. I know exactly why you feel that way, and I want to change that. And the only way to do that, Jackus, is to hold them responsible. And if one of the team members is able to rise to the occasion and do all the job perfectly, then I give everybody a chance. They can do it as well. I'm not saying a team member has to remain a team member for the rest of their lives. Every person who's a team leader today was a team member a few years ago. right? So I fully understand your point. I take your point very, very, seriously, which is why we have to reward the team leaders correctly. We have to hold them responsible. And if they don't deliver the job, we have to remove them and, put the right people, on it. It's really simple. And yeah, it's not difficult. Team leader job is, not very difficult, right? It's a role. So don't keep thinking about one person. If you don't like your team leader, go to another one. Find another one who can help you. But let me tell you, it is extremely hard to win. If you think like, I know Zakaria feels very, thing, but he will soon realize you will win as a team, you will lose as a single person. I guarantee you that. If you have a team working together, you will keep on winning. You will keep on winning if you have the right team. And the right team is, correctly, compensated. But if you think you can win as an individual, just time will teach you that it is not going to be possible, because all of you will become team leaders. I'm sure Zakaria is very, very capable of being a team leader right now. Ali Balocha is already a team leader, in my opinion. And, all of you, Mesa and Faisal, all of you can become Abadi. All of you are already team leaders. I don't have any problem, right? But the question is, right, go and create your team. Go and create your team, win new clients, start working, and the same way, I've been extremely hard on team leaders. I have never been hard on team members. I don't remember any time when I have, what do you say? Like, I have never removed a team member for not doing their work, but I have removed tens of team leaders for not doing their work. So don't think that, because team members, we assume that they don't know anything. They are just starting their life. And, so yeah, I think many of Jackie and Abedi are, saying the same thing. It's not, I think you guys are not understanding, we are trying to change the way we work. We worked in a very robotic way. We are trying to make it to an intelligent way, which means, the team leaders have to do a lot more work than what they were supposed to do before. And that is why we are changing this. Why are we doing this? Because, we want to retain our client and be there for a long time. I hope, you are able to understand that's a fundamental point. You are confusing it with my team leader is not good. If your team leader is not good, we have to replace him. Do not confuse that if your team leader is not good, we must replace that person. It doesn't mean that role doesn't deserve, more thing, because we are asking the role to do more now. Yes, Emesa, let me read your point while you're coming to talk. So Emesa is saying, are you trying to tell us that if we reward the team leaders are not going to lose jobs anymore and let them agree on this once we lose a job? I don't know.
Yes, Anis,
yes.
Can I finish my sentence?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I was trying to say that it's like you are trying to tell us that once we reward leaders, we can't be in the position to lose the job anymore again. And the second point I was about to think like, if it's so, let us agree on one thing, because if I know leaders are team members, so they have to agree on one thing. If after sorting this issue of rewarding, and if we lose a job among the team, so team leader will give a job from him to his team member.
It's so Mesa, I think you make two wrong assumptions. Okay, one, the first assumption that you're making wrong is this is not like some kind of a guarantee, we are basically telling the way we have worked so far, we have to change it, we have to improve it so that we can, make we can keep our clients for a longer time, right? So for that, we have, figuring out what is the way to, improve the work. And then in that improvement, we have found a lot of things a team leader is supposed to do newly, which they were not supposed to do previously. Okay, now we are coming out with a lot of new things that we want the team leader to do. And therefore, we are giving them more responsibility and more money. Simple. There is no thing like, oh, if the team leader does this and, can we guarantee, and if you lose it, we'll give. No, none of that is, going to happen, because that is all wrong things to do. Yes, Tite, I think you wanted to make Tite and Farah, you guys are together, but let me just quickly read also some of these comments because they are very interesting. Anis, if I know how to do my work, because some leaders, they're not doing the work because the team members know how to. Yes, if you know how to do the work, Faisal, okay, there are many people who are already doing the job of their team leader. Yes, you can try and do it, but definitely as a team leader, you are more than welcome to become a team leader and try to do that work yourself. If your team leader is not doing that work, definitely, yes. There are already a few people who are doing this and getting the money of their team leaders to themselves. Kasi is saying, as long as we're going to assign more responsibility, it's wise we start from performing these responsibilities. Then if the no, Kasi, that's not right. That's not how the world works. You don't give more work and then ask them to do it before actually, rewarding them correctly. Nobody is saying that will not stop clients to leave us because we are always losing our work there. So Obedi, you're supporting what Kasi is saying, right? Is that what you're saying, Obedi? I think that's what you're saying. That will not, yeah. Because your statement is just starting from where Kasi left. I don't know whether Zakaria, you have planned for it, let go, but it will not work surely because team leader are busy executing many works. As a team member, yes, Zakaria, yeah, I want to remove all these team leaders who are not putting in the work, Zakaria. I won't do that. I want to know exactly what you're saying, right? The team leader is busy executing many work. I want to remove all those team leaders who are busy working many works. Is that making sense, Zakaria? It is unfair. I can't do it right now because I have not given them the responsibility and the right reward so that I can, punish them when they don't do the job. But I fully agree with you. I will let go of every single one of them if they don't do their work. As simple as that. Yes, Farah, you can go. I think Tite, I already said he's not talking. You can go ahead, Farah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead,
Yes,
Tite. Go ahead.
I just wanted to
Tite,
say.
Just one
Okay,
second.
okay,
Farah.
go ahead,
Tite,
go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much. So I have like two questions, but the first question goes to Anis. So last time, I think 2 weeks ago, my client Jennifer booked a meeting with you, and then you say that you will give me a feedback. Till now, I'm still waiting for the feedback. This is the first. The second question, here at Kiziba site, we don't have a team leader so that we may ask the questions that we are having.
You are
Thank
the
you
team
so
leader.
much.
I answer these two questions quickly. Tite, if there is no team leader, then you are the team leader. Make a team, work hard, win clients, and manage them. Simple. First question, Jennifer did not turn up for the meeting. All of us were there waiting for her. She did not turn up for the meeting. And the third feedback I will give you is please do not give my meeting to anybody.
Sorry, I'm not answered well on the first question.
The first question is Jennifer did not come to that meeting.
Okay. Now what can I do?
don't do anything. She's she's not a good client. The second thing I can ask you is, please do not give my meeting ID to anybody.
Okay.
There are people who are there to pitch to these people, so you must use their meeting, not my meeting.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. And if you don't have a team leader, you can find one from here. There are lots of great team leaders here. You can find one from here, or you become yourself a team leader in Kisiba.
Okay. Thank you.
Anis, what if the client want to meet our founder? What can we do?
Say your founder is busy. Anybody, did you get my answer? Say that your founder is busy, doing very important things.
Okay, there's no problem.
Because if I meet every one of your clients, then I can't do the work, the real work that I need to do for all of you. So I spend 12 to 14 hours every day only doing this work. So you have to, really protect me. You have to protect me from meeting clients after clients after clients. If I keep meeting clients, then I won't be able to do the most important work for all of you, which is, I think you don't appreciate, right? Because, it's all about winning. Okay, Bahana says we need to think strategically. Okay, before we go, Bahana, let's go give a chance to Farah. Farah, sorry, I know you've been standing there for a long time with your hand up.
Yeah,
Farah.
it's okay. Yes, I just want Anis to say something. I think I feel all what our graduates are actually feeling, and as well as a team leader as well. But I wanted to just try to make one thing straight. That is, in step up .1, a team leader is just a role and not an individual. So most of the time, what we perceive when we hear team leader is maybe Bahana is a team leader, Kiza, and blah, blah. But I want to put across that a team leader is anyone who has the capability of leading a team to victory in client management. So when this decision is made, maybe we think people can say, Deng, Farah, Bahana maybe took the lion's share. Now they're on the advantage. But frankly speaking, we are also team members in some projects, and we are losing that money as a team member. So this is not what a group of people are actually benefiting, but it is something like a role. If you are a team leader, you are a team leader for this project, and you will be a team member for another project. So I would like for all of us, I think, as Anis said, that one of us that are in this call, I would like everyone, I don't know why the reason why we can't all be a team leader. And I would like to put that challenge ahead of us and try, can we all create a team, and can we all become team leaders, so that we get the favor that we think maybe team leaders are getting, and the rewards and all that. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you.
I want to share a little joke. Once you start doing the work of a team leader and start getting paid even the new money, let's say 6,000 or 12,000 or 18,000, you will run so fast from being a team leader. Because if you think the job of a team leader is easy, you will say, you will beg me to keep you as a team member all the time. None of you will ever want to do the job of a team leader because it is hard, and you will take the heat. You will take the heat from the client. You will take the heat from me and all for a very small money, honestly. The only reason a team leader can ever be successful, the only way a team leader can ever be successful in terms of money, is if they actually work as a team member.
Excuse me, Anis.
Yes, Jamari.
Yeah, sorry to cut you short, because I want you to give a typical example according to what you come to say. I don't know if Sadiq is there.
No,
and
he's
Sadat.
not. No,
And the
he's not.
Sadat. They
Sadat.
know how many times all of them, they've been knocking to me, please take your position as a team leader. It's a very big challenge. These things is happening. People even leaving this position. Sadiq, it's me who said, no, you have to learn, I will help you, but you have to stay there, and at least sometimes you feel it, and this is how you will grow. For Anuji's work, he was knocking. He tried to ask me, then I say, no, you have to stay there. He tried to ask Sadak, and I say, no, you have to stay there. And this is the same things that is happening to many people. Yeah.
I know that. I know that. Thanks, Shambhari. No, I think people don't realize their thing. But I'm saying it's a very open thing, right? You know, Sheila is saying, no, wait, let me just read quickly. Bahana is saying, we need to think strategically. It's not about the team leaders, today. It's even more about the existing team members. We want to become, good team leaders tomorrow. Learning from mistakes of our existing team leaders. Yeah, absolutely. So I think what Bahana said and what Farah said is actually the same thing, right? Please don't think about your current team leaders or the reason why they didn't work, or, I think you have all the thing to find your own teams and your own team leaders who are willing to work, because the beauty of StepUp.1 is once you have figured out the magic, the client will never leave you. Once you have figured out the way to do the job, and with very, very little time, you can have somebody paying you for the rest of your life. But you have to figure it out. It's a very hard work. A few of you have figured it out. A few of you have lifetime clients, but most of you have not. That's why the combination of a team leader and a team member is very, very important. You have to work really hard. There was a time when I felt I should pay pretty much nothing, maybe, like 4,000, like I was actually thinking maybe reverse the whole thing for 3 months. How does that sound as an idea? I'll pay all the team members 4,000 shillings and pay the team leaders 20,000. I will reverse what is currently being done, and I will do it only for the first, let's say, 3 to 6 months. How does that sound as an idea? For the first 3 to 6 months, I will pay the team leaders 20,000 and team members 4,000. Once the ship is steady, I will flip it back. I will flip 20,000 to the team members and 4,000 to the team leaders, because I think this is even a better idea than the previous one. My God, I'm just thinking about it. This seems like an amazing idea, because the team leaders have to work work like crazy to make sure that the client stays with you. But once the first 3 to 6 months is done, then, they will stay with you for the rest of your life. If you ask me, in the sense, the most difficult period between you and your client is your first 3 to 6 months. What do you guys think of this idea? I know it might sound like a bad idea for a lot of team members, but this is a brilliant idea, if you ask me. Just imagine your team leaders,
Yes, Anis. Yes, this is actually a brilliant idea. To me, my opinion is like maybe if we go for 6 months, that would be too much. So we can implement it for at least 2 to 3 months, then that would work better. But now the question comes is, don't we have some team leaders who have lost jobs? And why did they lose jobs? Because I don't know whether that will serve as a solution for us to sustain our clients. And the first idea is also good to my point of view, but implementation is an issue. Are we as team leaders able to start implementing these responsibilities that you are going to assign to us? so that we have these rewards at that same time that we are implementing this. So I think that is what we need to figure out and see, because some of us, it's true that we all want us as team leaders to also get these rewards. And we all want that team leaders are also putting in equal effort for us to sustain our clients. Yeah, I think that is what we also need to think of, but it's something actually good.
Yeah, thanks, Kasi. Good point. Very good point. No, guys, all of you are thinking, every one of you are thinking, me, my money, my money, my money, my money. Not a single one of you are thinking long term. If I were you, and if I think Bahana can make my client permanent, right? Because he will sweat, he will do whatever it takes to make my client a permanent client. I won't have any problem in Bahana getting the lion's share for the first 3 or 6 months, because I don't know how long it takes to, come to steady state. Because when you start, it is like crazy. Then it becomes slightly better. Then it becomes, the client will only stay with you if you have achieved, good results. But once you have figured out the way to achieve good results, I flip the coin. I flip it so that you make 20,000 for the rest of your life. Because your team leader has figured out how to make this work. I don't know, guys. This is a brilliant idea. I want everybody. I know it's very hard, harsh, everything, right? I know it is hard. But if you think about it in a long-term perspective, this will be the best thing for all of you. I really think so. And I'm being very fair. I'm not being, I don't prefer one person to another person. I'm just, talking my mind out. No, Abdurrahman, the Abdurrahman is asking a good question. What if the client unsubscribed within that period of 3 months, right? And all the privilege. See, the thing is, it is their loss, isn't it? Think about it, no, Abdurrahman. The team leader, by stabilizing the client in the first 3 months, the team leader has the ability to have this money coming from the client for the rest of his life. Why would he want to? So what I'm saying is, by flipping it, we put the enormous weight of stabilizing the client on the shoulders of the team leader for the first, let's say, 3 to 6 months, 3 months maybe, yeah, like Kasi rightly suggested. And they would not want to lose it. They would not want to lose it. And many of you can become, that, right? If you're confident of doing the... Oh boy, okay. Jackson, you're not understanding. You're asking a very wrong question. Jackson is saying nearly everyone as a team leader lost a job. What magic will be done in the future? It's exactly what we have discussed, Jackson, which means you have not understood anything that we have said so far. We are basically saying we were working robotically and we need to change to and work intelligently. We need to apply client potential for our client. We need to apply, all the new things that we have, learning in client. We have to, hunt in events. We have to, we have to do all those things for our clients. So that is the new responsibility. The magic is that new work, the intelligent work that we are trying to figure out ourselves. I think Deng is saying, the problem about hot topics is, this is not like a thing, but I would like all of you to, think about this, because I think it is not it's not. Don't think about you and your month, just next month. I know it is hard for you to think long term, but let me tell you, you all need to think about how to make this a permanent thing. You have to really flip it in order to make it intelligent for your team leaders to make it a permanent thing for you, using intelligent ways of working, intelligent ways of learning. I really think increasing 4,000 to 6,000 is a very bad idea now compared to this new one that I've just said. Flip it. Pay these team leaders 20,000 for the first 3 months. Make them do the work. Make them do the hard work. You learn how to do this. You learn how to do this.
Hello.
Yes, Sheila.
Allow me to disagree with you on that.
Yeah.
What are you saying, my
we are
team
going
leader?
to,
Sorry. Go ahead. I think Sheila, I've muted everybody else. Sorry. Go ahead.
the team member, first of all, is going to get discouraged from hunting because they have been struggling and they've got this client, and then the payment is going to the team leader because we want to stabilize the job. And I know, like, there are some clients who don't cancel because of results, or what is because maybe of some other issues. So I believe we created teams so that we can work together. The team leader can work and plus the team member to make sure that they stabilize the job. If it means sometimes like dividing some roles, we should work as a team and everyone gets their fair pay at the end of the month.
Yeah, Sheila, that's exactly what I'm saying, Sheila. Everybody should get the fair thing. My thing is, Sheila, that for the first 3 months in the client's journey is so important. We want all of the team leaders to be dedicated to the client for the first 3 months so that they design the experiments, they engage with the client, and they make it happen. The job, the money, Sheila, you have completely got it wrong. The money the client pays is not to reward the client, is not to reward the graduate for the hunting he has done. So this money is not a reward for the hunting job he has done. That is a very wrong way to think. I understand from a hard work point of view, a graduate is hunted for 3 months, 6 months, and he wins a client. And then, no, that's a wrong reason to hunt. If the team member is hunting for 6 months, the reason the graduate has to be thinking about is, how can I make this client who has just signed up? I like all of you to open up your brains and think for 1 minute and answer this question. As a selfish individual, okay? As a selfish but an intelligent individual, you have hunted very, 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 very hard for 3-6 months. You have won a client. Now tell me, how fast you want to lose him? How fast do you want to lose this client? Don't you want the most intelligent, the most hardworking, the most engaging team leader to work for you? It's literally, you are making your team leader work for you for a period of time so that the client will be your client for the rest of your life. Think about it. It is the most intelligent thing to do, even as a team member. If you, yeah, Jackson. Jackson, go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Anis, I think it is
Jackson, your voice is not
a
coming.
good idea, by the way. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Sorry,
You can hear me
now I can hear you, Jackson. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. Mr. Anis, we are not objecting the idea. In fact, the idea is really brilliant, and we all want that. Depending with the new mechanism that we're coming up with, I think this one applies both. A team member is able to follow the same mechanism, and a team leader is also able to follow the same mechanism to keep our clients for a long time. Why am I saying this? To stay with a client for a long time, at some point, the team leaders can play really very less role. Why am I saying this? Because in fact, every team leader in Step Up that one has ever lost the job. So now, which magic, and that's why I posted in the group, which magic now the team leaders are going to perform that to maintain the jobs forever for team members? That's where my worry is. If they will really do it, why? Yeah, I think I rest my case. I don't want to speak.
No, Jackson, I think you probably missed my you missed my comment. Sheila is also saying the same thing, right? Every team leader lost a job. Why they? So we are coming up with a new set of responsibility for a team leader or anybody who's willing to do it. Let's not even call it a team leader. I give this to everybody. Are you able to design experiment? Are you able to do this? If you are, then please feel free to play the role of a team leader for the first 3 months. Get the 20,000 and then go back to 4,000.
Hello, Anis.
Yes, Obedi.
Yeah, it means you are going to choose the new team leaders, or if I am able, me as a team member, to play that role.
Yeah. You can do that, Obedi. If you feel that you can do this, you can do let's say we come up with 10 new things for a team leader. Okay, starting with 1, 2, 3, 4. Sheila also asked the question very clearly. What is the new role for this team leader? What are the things that they have to do newly? Let's say we come up with this 10 things. And if any of you are able to do it, all those 10 things, then feel free to do those 10 things and get the 20,000 every month for the next 3 months. And when you're done with the 3 months, once you're stabilize the team, okay, go back to 4,000 or 6,000, whatever is the number that we decide today. Go back to that number and make sure that your team member is doing the the things that he learned from you for the first 3 months.
Okay, so it means that even our currently job,
yes,
if I can just if in the my team leader is not playing his role,
yes,
or my group, I can just remove them, and then I continue to play the role as a team leader and the group leader. So that is what you mean. I think.
No, you can't do you can't do that forever, Obedi. Okay, let's imagine your current job you're doing. We will you have to give up your team member job, whatever your team member, to one of your team members.
Okay, so I'm based on a point of Shen's work. This way I'm based, because I've been working for him now with 10 months, and for this 10 months, no reaction of team leaders or group leader they have shown in groups. I've been playing those roles to generate leads and create posts. I've been playing those roles. So what means but they have been getting paid every month. They paid, but I'm the one who have been suffering. That is what pained so many team members they are just complaining about to increase their payment while they are not working. So can we remove them? If you are playing those roles, remove them, and then you continue to play the role as a team leader, or you put your team member in that group, and then you remove your current team leader. Can we do that?
Yes, definitely. But I will do that. You can't do it yourself. You will bring the matter to me and I will do it for you.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I have done it for other team members. So, so like I said, right, these are old rules. We are making new rules for the team leader. And the beauty of this new rule is it's open to everybody. If you,
Hello, Anis.
Yeah, yes, Shamari.
Yeah, I think from what I came to learn from all the suggestions, I really appreciate today's meeting because everyone is trying to speak out and everyone is trying to bring his own idea and how they think. And this is how the team can grow. It's fantastic today. And what I wanted also to share is like, we could not think like there is a competition between a team leader and a team member, because this is where everyone came from, and this is where everyone is even today. Like, for example, all these people who are able to share today and they've been gaining experience, for me, I see them as a team leaders. What we expect, let us see the strategy, and of course, we should not stick in one thing. If we see there is something that is not going well, when we change this, I don't know how we can decide with this. Are we going to go with many people, or are we going to because everyone is a
Jean-Marie, I lost you in the last 10 seconds. I think your voice is gone. Yeah, I fully appreciate everybody speaking. I want to put an end to this matter today, if possible. I don't want to keep dragging this forever. It's really good conversation so far. Rita, I'll just give you a chance. I just want to answer Jean-Marie, right? That's exactly what you guys have to think. You have to think intelligently. We define the new role of a team leader. We write down, the 10 things the new team leader is supposed to do. When a graduate wins a job, we give him an opportunity. Would you like to do it yourself? Right? Because his current team leader could become his, the quality manager or whatever, right? There is always a role. There are 3 roles in every job. There are 3 roles in every job, right? So my point is, if let's say you play the role of a team leader for the first 3 months, you get 20,000 and your team member gets only 4,000. After the first 3 months, you have done everything. You're able to, deliver the 10 things that you're supposed to do. Then you go back to, 4,000, and your team member, for the rest of his life keeps getting 20,000. How does that sound? Sorry, Rita, go ahead. Yeah, I really want to know a few people to speak. I mean, I want maybe Bahana, Keisha, Deng, Sheila, Shem. You guys, you want to say something? Because I really think this flipping, right? Flipping is going to make a huge result for us. I'm realizing that could be huge. But the only problem is flipping means you got to have extraordinary time commitment. You cannot take this job if you don't have that commitment. You understand? Like, for example, if any of you are working in something else and, you are time constrained, you cannot take the role of a team leader for 20,000 for the first 3 months. Yes, Farah.
Yes, Anis, I just wanted to say my honest opinion about the Philippine thing. I understand where you are going with, such that we want to stabilize the client and make him along like life clients. But I think we, as a step up .1, we are not still ready for this. For example, the way we need transition, right? We need to transit from one thing to other. I think it will be like a completely different story if you flip the pyramid right now. So I will actually suggest the idea that you brought in right now by just increasing the team leader with 2,000. Let's start with that first and see if that gives more motivation to the team leaders, and if that changes something, then we can think of this. Yeah.
Very, very good point you make. But in my mind, I think increasing the team leader by 2,000 is a very bad idea right now. That's what I think. I think flipping it is going to kill it. Flipping the pyramid is going to not pyramid, flipping the money for the first 3 months is going to be brilliant for all of you. It's going to be brilliant because what it does is it will put enormous pressure on the team leaders to perform or not even take the job. The team leaders will run away from this job if they don't have the time, because it is enormous pressure for them to do this job for the first 3 months. Are you able to? No, Farah, I fully appreciate the transition. Okay, I will definitely take that into consideration. We'll have to be careful. We can implement it only for the new things that we are winning. So I'm absolutely fine in thinking about transition, etc., right? But I just flipped the roles and see how suddenly you guys think. You understand, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Rita,
want.
Sorry, I'm really sorry, Rita. I made you wait so long. Yeah, go ahead, Rita.
What I wanted to say. The thing is, I've imagined a situation whereby a member won a client, and then you flipped it, and then this team leader fails to retain the job. How is this graduate going to feel? Because there is a possibility, this is an experiment, and it's 50-50. There is a possibility of it failing. Isn't it going to discourage this person who won the client?
It's very, very clear. Rita.
And another thing.
Rita, just to answer your question, we will flip it back in 3 months.
No, within those 3 months, what if the client discharge within 1 month or 2? It's a possibility.
No, very much. It's not a possibility. It is guaranteed.
You have to put that into consideration before you decide this. And another thing, for me, I think being a superior, it's very obvious that superiors have to get more money. It's very obvious. That is the world we live in, whether you like it or not. And adding them money is very much okay. And another thing, working together, if I gather the information you're going to fill in that report, is me contributing as a member, right? Because it's always us who give these simple reports for them to make the major report. That means we also contribute on that on the ways of keeping the client, right? So it's fair enough for them being superior and adding them money. It's really very fair, and it's a good idea. As we are transitioning to flipping things, I think you should consider adding money. This is a fair thing. I agree with that. But flipping, it's going to bring a lot of problems, because there is a possibility of a client not waiting for these 3 months to get done, right?
I agree. No, Rita, look, suddenly all of you will feel, 6,000 is not enough because of the flipping strategy. Because, for the first 3 months, instead of you getting paid 4,000, if you get paid 6,000, it is slightly even more better, What I'm saying is, I know Bahana says, it's flipping is not a good solution. But Bahana, do you agree with me that, the pressure that this flipping will put on the team leaders to deliver solutions or deliver result?
I fully agree with you, Anis, but I'm looking at the dynamics right now in the team and the previous discussion we've had. I think having this culture of bringing the team leaders and the team members together and work together from day one to deliver the client result with a fair and balanced pay, I think would work best than, because we cannot predict, as Rita said, the outcome, whether you work hard or not. It's difficult again to predict the outcome of the client retention within 1 or 3 months. But if we can all put hands on the deck, both team member, team leaders, and the whole team to deliver the client result, not thinking of 3 months, but to think on how can we maintain this client for 3 years, 2 years. I think that would be good. But if we, it's good to have that 3 month strategic target, but we should think long term, sustainability. And if we all think, both team leaders, team members, hands on the deck with equal and balanced fare, so we have kind of a balanced effort, balanced compensation, and and things will go right. But your idea is radical, and like that would work 100%, because team leaders will put in a lot of effort. But environment, the dynamics. Yeah,
I know. See, all of you, Bahana, I know all of you are thinking like nice people. You, Sheila, Faisal, all of you are thinking like Jackson, Obedi, like nice people. This world, right? This world that we all live in, we can't win by being nice. We have to think very, very strategically. I am not saying, suddenly all of you don't be nice. All of us are very nice. Look at the way we are having a difficult conversation. This is a difficult conversation. And look how beautiful you guys have, put your, point of views. We are really acting like, strategic players, when having this conversation. All I'm asking you, radical ideas, just one thing, Rita, I'll finish it, right? Radical way of working is going to make us win in a very big way. If the radical idea that we take fail, then we take another radical idea until we find the radical idea that's going to really make us successful. Being nice to each other, balancing each other will prolong our death, will prolong our, pain. We will be in the state of pain for a long time. If you want to succeed very, very fast, this flipping is a brilliant idea. I honestly tell you, I never thought of this. In the middle of this 3-hour call, it just came to my mind. I've never thought of this before. Even increasing from 4,000 to 6,000 is a lukewarm approach. It's like, like a little injection, it's not going to make life so different. But if we flip it, we are going to make every team leader responsible to deliver the result and deliver the stability and deliver everything. Just imagine, 20,000 every month for the first 3 months. That's a lot of money. The team leader will give their lives to make it stable. I think, I want to think, unless you already earning like, lots and lots of money. Bahana, let's give a chance to Rita first. Yes, Rita.
The thing is, don't you think they have been giving it all their all? Like they have been giving it their all? They're not doing it today. I can tell you 95% of them are not doing it right now. They are giving just enough. They are giving just enough. And many of them are not giving at all. because there is this situation whereby you're going to agree with it. Okay, I think it can pressurize someone, but there is this pressure you have and do it. For me, my point is you're being pressurized, but still you do it all and still fail. There is that point, that issue. And there is this someone you've already discouraged. Aren't you losing both?
No, Rita, no, not at all, Rita. I think, you make a very valid point, Rita. It's a brilliant thinking, first of all. How much more you can pressurize Sheila? Sheila is already in a pressure cooker. You can't put more pressure on her, right? I know why you are talking like this. Because I know how hard already Sheila is working and how much more harder you want her to work. The point is, we need more leaders. Okay, we need more leaders like Sheila, and this will also make sure that the team leader will not touch this job if that person does not have the time, commitment, or ability. But for 4,000, everybody will be a team leader and quietly receiving the money even without doing any work. We don't want those kind of team leaders. We want a team leader who will put his heart, soul, and time and commitment for the first 3 months in a big way, until the client is fully settled down, fully, onboarded, fully agreed, fully everything is settled and everything is operating, like perfectly. Then the team member gets the majority of the work and he starts to do the majority. And that time also is a great training period for the team member. The beauty of what I'm saying, guys, you can do this yourself. If Rita says, I will play the role of the team leader for the first 3 months because I know how to do all these 10 things. So Rita can play the role of a team leader. But Rita, once you finish that 3 months, you must give the job to your team member. That's the only catch. You cannot be the team leader and the team member all the time. Yeah. Shem, can you just wait for 1 minute? I'll just go to Bahana, then I'll come to you because Bahana was there. Yes, Bahana, quickly.
Yes, well, thanks, Anis. Let me try to make my point in a few seconds. Now, look, I fully agree with your point, Anis. That will bring, incredible changes, and But what I'm trying to say, looking at the previous experiences we had within Step Up, I think the teachers can tell, can speak more to this. We've had scenarios whereby Kiza would pitch to a client and would win the client. Kiza as a group leader or team leader will handle the client for the first 2-3 months, okay? And then once Kiza hand over this work to a particular team member, in less than 2 months, we lose the work, we lose the client. Why? Because for the first 1, 2, 3 months, Kiza was working more alone, giving everything he got, effort and all these things, would create quality posts or do these things. But when he now hands over this work to the team member who might not have maybe all the support needed, and then Kiza will think now, okay, this is now yours, you are ready to do this work. The first 2-3 posts the team member will put out there will make the client cancel the work in less than the following month. So I'm just, how do we make sure if we go with the flipping, how do we sustain that quality? Because that would mean the team leader will think, I've done my part now, okay, look, back to you. How do you build that, team spirit, that working together from the zero, from the beginning, rather than just looking at, okay, bring in all for 3 months and then hand over to this person. How do we communicate that strategy? How do we communicate, the post creation, mechanism? How do you do it?
The team leader, basically the team leader has to do everything in order to, retain the client, stabilize the client for the first 3 months. The only thing that the team leader can ask the team member to do is connect on behalf of them, which is like robotic. Even there, they have to come up with a relationship one-liner, how to do the client potential, all those things they need to be able to teach their people and do it themselves also, which is, I really want to hear from Keisha, because Keisha was doing this, for some of his people. And I remember, how hard it was for him to do this, but he was just getting 4,000 at the end of it. He literally carried the work for a lot of his team members for a long time because they were not ready to do it at all. And we need to see how we can make it better. See, you have to remember one thing, guys. We are trying to come up with a new way of working, determining the client potential, determining the relationship one-liner, personalized connections. These are the new ways of working. The team leader has to make this happen. Shem?
Yeah, yes, Anis. Just to give my thoughts on the subject, as far as team members are complaining so much about team leaders and maybe group leaders who are not doing their work, and it looks like they are handling everything by themselves without any help from team leaders. And thinking about this new strategy and the idea of flipping, I think, okay, flipping is a great idea. As far as I'm concerned, also, I think it also have a disadvantage and advantages.
Yeah.
So my thought is that maybe can we, instead of doing the flipping to the team leaders, can we do the flipping to the team members who are likely to perform without team leaders support, like who feel like they are able to do it without any help, like just as they were saying. Yeah. And like we give a chance to our team members, and we make sure that even the 20% team leaders to take from the money, we'll leave it there. We give the team member all the money, and we make sure within that period of 3 months that he performs, and make sure he made a job as a long-time job, like the jobs that we've got in Step Up, like Richard, then Eric. Is it Eric or
Sure.
I think it's Eric. Yeah. I mean, if they can be able to do that, then I think that's a great idea. But flipping to team leaders, they're like, I mean, so many guys are like, why is it that we team members we are going to be given again 4,000 instead of 16? So it's like they're now killing us, like, for good. But I like my point of view is that maybe we can give them the, like, if there is that job, that's a new job that has come in to Step Up, you give to a team member and you give him everything, and she or he ensures that she's doing the work properly.
Yep.
And following all the strategies that you are giving there, making sure that she gives the report, weekly report, like everything.
Yep, absolutely.
And then at the end of the month, she will then come back and tell us. Maybe she'll tell us, how did you see it? Do you think it's an easy work, or maybe it's just
Shem,
I mean.
Yeah, no, I got your point, Shem. Let me just quickly answer, and then Rita, and then we're going to close. I think we should conclude now. I read your point also, Bahanam. So what I'm thinking, guys, and I hope all of you trust me. I really hope all of you trust me like your own, brother. And I hope all of you know that, I'm always trying to do the best for you, all of you, not just for a few of you. I really hope you guys understand that. Then only you can listen to me with a very clear mind. If you think I am in favor of supporting somebody, then it's very hard for you to think, about me or the points I'm making. The one point I will make is, if I win a job, if I was a graduate, if I win a job, there are only two possibilities. I have the capability to deliver like crazy, or I don't. These are the two possibilities. I have capability or I don't. If I have the capability, Then I declare to everybody, I want to do this. I'm going to do the first 3 months. I'm going to make the 20,000. Once the job is stabilized and for lifetime, this job is going to be with me, I'm going to give it to one of my team members and I'm going to, be the team leader. Simple. But let's say I don't have the capability, which is 99% of all of you, not in this call, but you have to think of everybody, okay? Not in this call. You can do, if you don't have the capability, you know what I will do if I was a graduate? I will run towards people like Shem. I will run towards people like Bahana. I will run towards people like, Deng or Farah or Keisha or Jean-Marie. Why? Why would I run to them? Why would I run to Sheila? Why do I run to them? You know why? Because I know that these people can make this job permanent for me. And I know I myself may not be able to do this. I think if you are able to get this last point, if you have the capability, by all means, go and do it. If you don't have the capability, you should be really, really thanking that you have the ability to go and, ask a team leader who's capable, who has the time, who has the commitment to do the job, make it stable, deliver the results, and hand it back to you. It's fair. I think it's fair. It's clear. It's the right thing to do. I know Bahana said, let's be careful, let's experiment. Yeah, we can do it. My proposal is, it's good now, if you're thinking about flipping, I want to flip it for all new deals that we make, let's flip it and see what it does. And I will give you the freedom. I'll give you the freedom for you to, be your own team leader. Okay. But you have to prove to me that you're able to do the 10 things that is there in front of you. And then, and we will also, now I think, all of you can tell me whether we should keep 4,000, 20,000 or go to 6,000, and 16,000. Right. I think, this flip is very important, right? So, because, you are going to get the 6,000, every month for the first 3 months instead of 4,000. But it all depends on how much, sorry, Rita, your chance. Then after the Bazir. Patience, we shouldn't fix a good time for Patience is saying, let's start next year. Why is that, Patience? Are we looking for a good time? We should grab every good idea, an opportunity, and do it right now. We should not waste it, to next year. But I see your point. Everybody wants a smooth transition. You're all expecting your payments today. Yeah, I held on to the payments only to have this discussion so that, we agree and then we can make the payment immediately. Right? Let's agree on something. Let's be people who make decisions. Yes, Rita. Rita?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did I? No, I don't have it.
Okay. No, I thought you put your hand a long time back. Yes, Ahmed Basir, you have something to say? Ahmed Basir? Patience, you want to say something? Yeah, Patience?
Yes,
yes,
what I want to say is...
yeah, go ahead, Ahmed.
Okay, Anis, whenever something new came to a company, people will not, to approach it will be difficult. So people can't adapt it easily. But for me, I joined late, but already the other team already gave me the hint about it. I like the idea at first, although it is discouraging others. But what motivated me most was that the issue that when you said that if someone can do the work, he'll shift to be a team leader.
Yes. Yes.
That is a good thing about it. So
because
there's
go ahead. Sorry, Garnet. Go ahead.
Yeah. So there's one thing that I want to ask about the Philippine point. It's that suppose that I'm a team. I brought a new job, and Abdurrahman is my team leader. Suppose. So since I'm the owner of the job, I have two decisions. Either I be the team member or the team leader, right?
Yes.
Let me take the first decision that I will be team member.
Okay.
I will take 4,000, right?
Yes.
And Abdurrahman will take 20,000.
Yes.
Because he will be the team leader who will be doing the work for the 3 months.
Yeah. Yes.
Then when the 3 months ends, already I'm trained. He has already trained me.
Yes.
So now that I can do the work, then it will flip. I will be the team leader and he will be the team member.
No,
right?
no. He will not be a team member. So it will be a team member, so when you decide to be a team leader, let's say for the first 3 months, you have to also appoint a team member who will be your team member. Abdurrahman can take up another job of a quality checker for you.
Come up again, please.
So you have a decision to make, right, Ahmed Basir? You have to make a decision. You want to be the team leader or a team member?
Yes.
Okay. Imagine you become the team leader, okay, for the first 3 months.
Yes. But before you go ahead, let's just be clear. Who brought the job first?
Who
is the owner of the job?
You are the owner of the job, Ahmed Basir. You are the owner of the job.
I'm the owner, and I'm the leader, right?
Yes, you chose to be a leader. When you chose to be a leader, you have to bring your member as well.
Okay.
It can't be Abdurrahman. Abdurrahman cannot be a team member. He's already your team leader.
Okay.
Okay. So you are basically announcing to the whole world, I am now ready to play the role of a team leader. I can tick on all the 10 things, that you asked me to do. I can do this very beautifully. And I'm going to do the role of a team leader for 3 months. And I'm going to stabilize this client. And then after 3 months, I'm going to hand it over to this new team member who's been with me for all those 3 months, getting 4,000. Yeah.
Okay.
And you will hand it over to him, and you will be the team leader for the rest of the job.
Okay. And after the 3 months, I will be earning 4.
Yes, you will be earning 4 and he will be earning 20.
While the job belongs to me. While I was the one who brought the job.
Yes.
Okay. I got it. So
now suddenly Ahmed is thinking, oh shit, I should never become the team leader. It's a big mistake to be a team leader, work hard, and then for the rest of the life, my team member is going to make this money. Now you see what happens. You see what happens when the roles are flipped.
So now the issue is like sorry, Star. So it's like the issue is that the team leader when I mean, suppose I brought the job. After 3 months, I give it to the team member. So it's like the team leader is always bringing the job to the team member. So it's like the team member is the one who is enjoying the issue.
No. Ahmed Basir, anybody can bring the job. The question is, does he have the time? Does he have the capability? And what is the role he is willing to play?
But you know, Mr. Nis, the thing I've realized right now is that you're now taking away the chance of some people becoming a team leader, because if you're going to earn it for only 3 months and then give it away, why not waiting for these 3 months to go and then earn the rest of the job?
Rita,
So you're taking away the right of being a team leader.
Do you realize, Rita, what you're saying? Do you realize that this is the money that they are getting, the team leader was getting anyways? Just imagine, even if your team leader was putting, like Sheila, even if she was putting everything on planet Earth to help you and your job permanent, she was still getting only 4,000. So the role of a team leader was always getting the small money, however hard they worked. Some people worked really hard. Some people worked just enough. Some people thought, for 4,000, why should I work? Right? What we are doing is we are trying to make this an impossible scenario. We are going to make sure that the team leader.
I think we should just divide the roles. Everyone have to do their roles. You break it, you're fired. That is the only way. But this new one, it is really a savage way. That is what I can say. It's a savage way whereby some people are not going to benefit at all. Some will lose all. Please sit down and think about it again. Take each and every way. Think about
Rita, I definitely will do it, which is what we are doing right now. We are all talking openly, honestly, directly, no hidden agenda. Yeah, don't worry. Even if we implement this strategy, we will only do it for all the new clients we are getting, just so that we know how this is working, right? We don't want to lose anything that we have already got, right? But remember.
Yeah, I'd like just to say something.
Yes, Patience.
Okay, so what we're trying just to say, I can understand, because, just to get few money for a long time, it's good compared to when you get a lot of money with a short period of time. Yeah, but this flipping you are trying just to say, there's some work you found is very easy. You see? Then if you say flipping, you are going just to give 4,000 and team leader will give 10,000. Doesn't make sense.
20,000.
Yeah, this doesn't make sense. For example, last job that I got, this year is about a slash. What role does team lead is going to play?
Very, very important role. Patience, I'm not saying you should not play that role of a team leader. You can play the role of a team leader if you know what to do. So the role that your team leader is going to play is to identify the right, people, is to have conversation with the client, and to make sure, how to, identify them, how to talk to them, how to, see if they have the right potential or not. How to, write the first relationship one-liner with all those people.
Yeah, I understand, but this one you can make by next year it is good, or by next 2 months, because now you didn't tell us before. You are waiting the time that, we want the client and get money, then you say, let us start for today. It's very difficult. Maybe you can push for the next month, so that everyone can put in their mind that from today, if I get the new job, this will happen. This one is very easy, and anyone can understand.
No, in that case, Patience, why don't you do that? You take it and do that job of a team leader.
Yeah, I can do it, but I'm saying in behalf of other people, not only myself. I know everyone can feel bad,
Sure.
Not only myself, but we are men in Step Up, right?
Yeah, no, I
so
agree.
I'm saying, not only, I can take this one, but I'm saying this behalf of everyone.
Sure. Sheila asked a question quickly.
Hello, Mr. Nis.
Okay, just give me 1 minute. I'll just answer one quick question. Sheila asked, We are talking about the team leader and team member. What is the effect of the group leader? So we are going to remove all these group leaders, Sheila. No more group leaders. The group leaders are going to do a simple new job called quality and course correction. They are going to check. They are going to be the police, right? They're going to check if things are going the right direction, and we are going to clearly say what those checks are. They're going to report. They're going to do some, if things are not going the right direction, and then they are going to be, reporting and, and helping the client and the team to go in the right direction. So more of a role for a quality control. And if the person doesn't do the quality control work, it's the same thing with the team leader. We remove them and we put the new people to do the quality control. That is what I currently have in mind, but I'm open to all ideas. Let's discuss this idea of quality control and group leader next week, so that we decide on that as well, right? Abdurrahman Farah is asking, suppose I was a team leader of Ahmed Basir at a certain project. After the first 3 months, where would I flip? Team member or what? No. So Ahmed Basir, if you are the team leader, okay, for the first 3 months, so you make that 20,000 for the first 3 months, and then you can go into becoming a this quality manager kind of a role, right? Because you're so you are an existing team leader, you do that work, and then the job will flip to the the main guy. The team member will be Ahmed Basir, and you can basically okay, when will this take effect? Ahmed, we can decide when. This is our thing. We all can make a joint decision. When will this take effect? We are only discussing whether this is correct. Should we do this? How to do this properly? Do you all agree to this? Right? We can decide when to do this. Burhan is saying, this is unfair. How can it happen? The team leader who is right now doing nothing, and the team member is doing the most effort of the work. That is true, Burhan. What you said is absolutely true in the current setting. Because in the current setting, the team member is doing all the work, and the team leader is expected to do only a few things. But we are changing that, Burhan. We are changing that so that we are giving a lot of work to the team leader, so that the team leader is able to deliver one simple thing, which is help the client achieve the results and help the client be permanent with us. This can turn into a rhetoric. Let's try and see. What is this rhetoric topic? I don't know what you're saying, Jackson. I would request changes at least 1 month before implemented. I would request that we be discussing changes. Yeah. We need to discuss, because we want to get it right. We don't want to get it wrong. If you think emotionally, we will not succeed. We have to think intelligently. So yeah, we can give time to ourselves to think intelligently. Yes, Samson.
Yes, Anis. According how I'm understanding the people how they are talking, my suggestion, you can just listen to them, then you check the way that at least you can increase like that 4,000, at least it can be 10,000 or 15,000. Because the way I'm seeing, they are not agree, but they are not talking.
You mean the people? You mean the? I mean all the people who spoke.
These team members.
I only have team members talking. In fact, all the team leaders are very quiet, and they are like, I don't want to talk. Everybody who spoke here, spoke.
According to my understanding, I see like the team leader, even they are not complaining.
No, they're not complaining. No, correct.
Yeah,
right. Team leaders
they are
never
the one
said they want more money.
That's the team members.
Yeah, they are not complaining, but they're also not doing the work.
I think you can just give them that 20,000 when they are complaining, but they are not complaining. Let the team members just get the what they want. If it is just that 10,000, just leave it to the team members.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but that is not the right way to operate a company. You know, we have to be precise, clear, and you know, if we are going to give more work to a role, then we have to reward that role accordingly.
Hello, Mr.
Yes, Zachary.
Yeah, I think with that scenario, I think we can do that. We can follow what you are saying, but in the future, it will affect our system for sure. It will affect really. But yeah, we all put in we'll try our level best to be the team member or no team leader. I mean, because I will know with all those work that we put our effort on them, we cannot just let go and just get maybe that
yes
less money. So
you know,
we'll try our level best.
You know, Zakaria, yeah, Zakaria, I really understand, you know, your point. Okay, I really understand. Just think about it, right? Think about it. Remember one thing, okay? Remember the number one principle, okay? I think I'll even write this principle. The number one principle is the job belongs to the one who got it. This is the number one principle in Step Up, okay? The job belongs to the one who got it. Yeah, this is the number one principle. Now, what does it mean? The job belongs to the one who got it. Let's say, Zakaria, you got the job and you're thinking, okay, what is the best way for me to make? Okay, let's define the job in terms of numbers. If that guy was with me only for 3 months, it's let's say 60,000 KES for me and 12,000 KES for my team leader. Okay. Right. This is currently the case. But if somehow you can make this guy stay with you for just 12 months, okay, suddenly it's 240,000 KES. And how much is it? 8,400, is it? 8,800. I'm not, doing my maths is not great, okay? For the other person. So there's a lot of money to be had by, doing a good work for the first 3 months. So Zakaria, you're thinking, what is the best thing for me? Because the job is mine. It's my job. It's Zakaria. Zakaria got the job. It's his job. Does he want to lose it really quickly? Let's say Zakaria did not have the, I'm just assuming Zakaria. I'm sure you already have the capability. Just assume Zakaria, you don't have the capability to do the work for the first 3 months. What is the best thing for you, Zakaria? Bring a really smart, committed team leader. Let him do the job for the first 3 months, let him do the tough job and let him hand that over to you for the next 12 months. Because there is so much to earn, right? So at the end of the day, the person who got the job will be able to earn the lion's share. Is that clear, Zakaria?
Yeah, it's clear, Mr. Anis, but the problem is we are just assuming that we will just long with the client maybe one year or 2 years, because we don't know. Maybe even if the team leader is executing the job, and maybe it will just reach 3 months and then the client cancel the job. We don't know.
No, that is definitely a possibility. In that case, it is something that we have to try, because we can only do whatever is the best thing available to us at that point in time. So you make a better decision next time. You do it yourself next time. You give it to another leader next time. I think we can really play with this. But I'm thinking right now, I think, we will flipping as an idea, I will hold on to it. And we will, maybe implement it, in a month's time from now. But we will discuss it every week we meet, every day we meet now. But, whether we flip or not, I want, there is new responsibilities for the team leader. And I want to, make sure that the team leaders are rewarded accordingly from immediately, because it's really important that, we give them more work, but we also, pay them more. Because this is the only way we are able to, retain our clients by bringing in our team leaders. And if any of the team leaders is not doing their job, up to the thing, then we remove them. We replace them, right? Because that's the only way we can, really survive and, really go ahead. So I'll pause here. I think, yes, Obedi, I fully agree with you. We are going to play with fire, but I really want radical thinking and radical ideas and radical, ways to move on life. I don't want to stay and do nothing and die. Stay doing nothing. We are definitely going towards our, we are just simply wasting our time. Is that clear to everybody? Any last comments, questions? SMS.
Yes, Anis.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see like thing that is most difficulty in our groups with our member is the availability or flexibility of our leaders.
Yes.
Yeah. When you are as a leader, your task is to make at least in your group 1 or 2 members from your group become the leaders in future.
Mm-hmm.
But what we are struggling with in our group is that like this issue of having the knowledge on how to duplicate the dashboard, how to play with the Sales Navigator. It seems like our leaders are not in that capacity of showing people things. They want to remain leaders forever. You can get your job as a leader, then by the time that of working on such stuff, you see like leader is at distance from you, and one day he tells you that your things are now in good mood, you can go start your work. You see that the problem.
Yeah.
But the role of the leader is to change among the members, maybe 1 or 2, to become also leaders. But we can, I can say, as for example, in my team, we struggle a lot if someone got a job.
Mm.
And also I was about to ask you about Sayaka's meeting on Monday.
Talk to me, separately, not in this call.
Okay, thank you.
I think I really enjoyed this conversation. The great thing is we have recorded everything. I really think, some of you should look at the recording. I just think, most of the leaders are not talking, or most of the team leaders are not talking because, they're worried, like, when something good happens to somebody, they think, oh, we shouldn't. But honestly, I really think all of the team leaders have to think really, because all of you are potential team leaders. We will specify the description, the role and the responsibility. If you are able to fulfill it, be ready to, do the job of a team leader. It is your job. At the end of the day, it is your job. You decide how fast you want to lose it. You got the job. So you decide how fast you want to lose it. Right? Yes, Kasi?
Yes, Anis, mine is a bit different. I wanted to know, we subscribed for Apollo and it's not in use for now. I don't know, what do we need to do? Don't we have something that we can be doing on Apollo rather than be spending money going on West and we're not using the tool?
Sure. Shall we focus it on, Monday, our hackathon, Kasi? Let's, relook at Apollo and see what to do with it. We are using it for a lot of our clients. So, it's not going waste, but make sure that, if you don't have a client, then yes, it is something that you need to really think about, because there are so many clients who are signing up for email campaign right now.
Okay. Yeah, it's sure. But for me, I've not got any. But we need to think of what can we still be doing.
Sure. Let's do it on Monday.
Differently. Yeah.
Sure. See, again, many of you say, you want to be team leader, etc., etc. Very, very simple. Burhan, Obedi. We'll come out with a checklist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you are able to check all the boxes, you are able to be a team leader, no problems. You have to remember one thing. It is not my job to check you. You have to become intelligent. You have to become intelligent. It is your job. Remember this very, very clearly. If Fauzia has got a job from her hunting, it is her job. Now she has to think, what is the best way I can make the most money from this job? Now, Fauzia has two options. I'm going to try it myself and can fail easily because she doesn't have the experience to do the job by herself as a team leader. Or she can go to Sadiq or Jamari or, Deng or somebody that she trusts and say, hey, can you be my team leader and help me execute this job? Help me stabilize this job. Help me, get results. It's really simple. It's your job. You make the decision what you want to do with it. You want to lose it quickly? Feel free to do that. Feel free to lose it really quickly. You just have to, spend 2 weeks with your client. Your client will know exactly that you're not capable. You don't have to convince me. I will always be on your side. So Burhan, Obedi, Patience, and everybody else who wants to be the team leader, it's not me. Your client, at the end of the day, it's your job. It's your job. So you decide how to make the most money from each one of the jobs that you get. And decide with your brains, not with your emotions and short-term thinking. Right? Because emotion and short-term thinking will not give you big results. Yeah, for a few months, you'll be happy. Oh my God, it's been one of the longest sessions, right? Almost 4 hours.
Yeah, I think we can call it a day.
Okay, let's make the processing of these payments. I want from this month onwards, because, I'll tell you why. I want from this month onwards, the team leader to play a more strong role. And I'm telling you, this is the month I'm going to increase it from 4,000 to 6,000. But I want to also tell you, I'm also going to appoint, a quality manager so that, the quality manager is playing. But I want to tell you, please take this month to make sure that we all learn to be a real team leader in the new ways of working. Because every client we already have is worth their weight in gold. We have more than 60 clients today. We want to keep them and build more and more on top. So all the new ways of working, don't wait for some new client to come. Start doing it on your existing clients, all the new ideas. Yeah. Let's do that, guys. I think,
Elani.
Yes, Obedi.
So how much are we going to get for the month of October?
Month of October, you already got it 1 month ago.
What?
We always pay for the month, the following month. You know, we pay for the month. We collect the money on the first. So the money that is going to come to you right now, Obedi, is for the month of November, not for the month of October. That's okay, but I think the question that you asked is very clear. Yeah, it's going to be.
Okay, going to receive how much? Are we going to receive how much?
Sorry, Obedi, come again.
Are we going to receive how much as a team member?
As a team member, it's 16,000.
Yeah, if you get him clear, you want to clarify if this payment that we are the awaiting payment, if there is any change. You want to know if there is any change for this awaiting payment.
Oh, the one that they're waiting right now. Yeah, okay. No, I'll share that.
Sorry, Mr. Anis.
Yeah.
Mr. Anis. But as I said, I'm going to play the role as a team leader. I hope I have to receive maybe.
No, so Obedi, yeah, I have already been doing that for you, right? I'm not answering the question just for you. I'm answering the question for all the people. If you are going to play the role of a team leader, yeah. You will get the money. So that's why I have very clearly said exactly how much money for every person. So if you are going to play that role, that also you're going to get. But remember one thing, Obedi, you cannot be doing both all the time. You have to hand over to somebody else, as your team member.
I will put my team member this month.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Yes, Kasi.
Yes, Anis. I feel like it's actually good that we have this happening. Can we push that to the upcoming month? Because maybe some of us might have had their plans for the awaiting pays, and they've not factored the changes that are going to happen in their plan. Though I understand that decisions are made and they are effective for the company, but it's also good to take into consideration what have people been putting in their own plans for this awaiting money and the other members, because it will be a bit frustrating.
I know. So Kasi, I know. I have already prepared everything. Okay. No, I think that's a very fair and a very correct point. It's just that it's going to take me another 2-3 hours to go and correct all the numbers once again. The reason why I changed it, because I thought we will implement it this month and see if we can achieve some results in the month of November. Because, we always pay first and then work later. So, but I see your point. It's going to, people might have made plans, etc. So I will revert it back to the original thing for this month. But that means, you have to give me another 2-3 hours to change all the numbers, one more time. I was working on this till very, very late yesterday night so that I can present it to you today morning. But I think you have a very important point, Kasi. People have made their plans, etc. So I'll reverse it to the existing method, and we will implement this, from next month onwards. But we all need to start playing the role, guys. Team leaders, group leaders, quality managers. I want to appoint quality managers immediately because I am doing it every single day. I am sitting and watching, what you guys are doing in your thing, and that is a worst use of my time. I should be, out there winning clients for you guys. Okay, I will revert it back, Kasi. I'll send it to you. Hopefully, we'll start distributing the money from today onwards. I've already sent the money to Bahana. So the good thing is, money is already, sent a few days ago, but I have not made the file because of these new changes. I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to take your opinion. I wanted to get your ideas, but it's been an amazing session. I really like the positive way in which all of you, talked about. And don't finish this conversation here. Fire up the conversations on Telegram, fire it up. And don't hold back. If you feel strongly about something, don't hold back. Just, talk openly, directly. But remember one thing, I always want to tell you, don't blame any people. Because, there's no point in blaming people. We are only, getting roles. If a person is not good for a role, replace that person. But don't complain about the role. That's the only point I'll tell. Because people are different. So you can't help, if somebody is bad, replace him. But don't blame the role because the person is bad. Yeah. Is that okay, guys? Shall we call it a day?
Yeah, sure.
I'm so tired now. Like, go 4 hours directly. Oh. All right. I'll see you all on Monday. Hopefully you should all getting, the payroll and everything, I will start publishing the payroll, on the execution group so that everybody, start seeing, what is happening to everybody else's pay. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Anis.